What's up, YouTube? Lead yourself, lead others, lead always. That's what I'm going to start saying on every one of my videos, and I adopted that from Jason Redman's channel, and he's helping people and saving lives. So I want to tell you a story about Les Brown that I heard. And he's like, this is like 35 years ago, and he's in the arena audience going into these self-help gurus. At the time, it was Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, all these old guys that were always changing. They're changing lives. Now we still do it today, except we just do it on a different level. We have a YouTube platform, we have electronics, so you're able to impact a lot more people. So Les Brown is in the audience, and one of his friends had told him before he went to this event, he said, you know, the reason why you're going to all these events is because you have this gift within you, and that's why you're attracted to it. So with that being said, you got to understand, like, why, like me, I know I'm into self-improvement. I'm attracted to it because I have that gift. You're attracted to what your gift is. So just realize that, recognize that, understand that, and cultivate that, because we're all on this planet for some reason. We have some kind of purpose in our lives. Our lives matter. Your life matters. You're designed here to lead. You remember that show, Game of Thrones? That's one of my favorite shows. I used to love to see Tywin Lannister, played by Charles Dance. He was the guy with the white beard, you know, and he just had this strength about him. And one of these things he says to his son, he says, I need you to come over here and be my son and rule my land. Because his son, it's a long story, but his son chose to give up his title, give up his lands, and become a Kingsguard and protect the king. The Kingsguard doesn't have any title, lands, no kids, no children, nothing like that. So, and Tywin didn't like that. But, you know, the point is this. The point is, you're designed to rule. You're designed to lead. Look at how Queen Elizabeth and the monarchs, how they lead their lives, right? They lead their lives like that. They have that mentality of who they are and what they are because it was instilled in them as children. Now, maybe you had a bad childhood. Maybe you were abused. Maybe you're still going through abuse. Maybe because what happens is in our childhood, we get talked down to by our parents, and what happens is we adapt that identity. So if our parents tell us we can't do it, then we can't do it. We tend to believe that. We adapt that, and it gets ingrained. But that doesn't mean even though that happened to you, even though that's something that you know that you went through, that doesn't mean you have to live there. That doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can change your life. You can change the way you live. I was watching on YouTube, and I saw this guy. He's got an iron lung. He had some kind of disease that happened years ago, and yet he's a lawyer. He went to school. He did all these wonderful things, and yet he was able to change his life. And just like you can change your life if you choose to do it. And the reason why they talk about that, it's called neuro-linguistic programming. Repetition over and over and over again. This is the reason why I go ahead and I teach, because when you learn something, the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and teach it. And I want to share with you something that really was a rhema word for me this morning. And I feel that there's a lot of children and a lot of young men that don't have father figures, that don't have people that believe in them. And I think I'm called to do that. And with that being said, I am putting out there right now into the universe and into everybody that's watching that I'm going to start a non-for-profit here in South Florida to help kids, to mentor kids, to be a father figure, a mentor to these young men, because there is such a lack of masculinity. There's a lack. They're training children who are white to be ashamed of who they are, to be called that they're racist. And I don't believe that. I don't care if you're white or black or Hispanic or Indian or Asian or from China. You should not be ashamed of who you are because of the color of your skin. And I'm going to do something about it. So I just wanted to put it out there. And it's not something to be divisive, not something to stir up things, but I just see just such a lack of leadership in this world, and I'm going to do something to affect a change. So with that being said, stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. Be looking out for my videos, and I just want to encourage you that you're called for greatness. You're called to do something in your life that's going to affect other people, and in a positive way. It's your God-given gift. And so let's go back to the story I was talking about earlier with Les Brown. Les Brown is sitting here and he's seeing this. He's going in the audience and he sees this speaker, and the speaker stops and he says, "I am standing. The reason why I'm standing," he said, the speaker says to the audience, he said, there's someone who's here that's squirming in your seat. And it was Les Brown. He said, the reason why I'm standing here and you're not is because I am standing in your dream. I am standing in your dream. He said, I'm standing here because you have said no to the dream, and I've said yes. You're called to do something in your life, and a lot of people, they'll say no when you gotta say yes. You gotta take the step of faith, and you gotta do it, and you gotta believe in yourself. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. I keep saying that. I keep saying it. And ain't nobody coming. You are the help. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope this inspires you. Get into Bitcoin. Get into Ethereum. You can buy it. You can go on Webull. You can go ahead and buy a share. I bought a share. It cost me $700 today. But I bought a share of Bitcoin. I already bought some Ethereum. You don't have to buy the whole thing. It's like $65,000. Not everybody has that, but you can buy something. Invest in appreciating asset, because within this inflation, and they're spending trillions. They're spending money like water. Hey, inflation, it's coming. It's already here, but it ain't here. It ain't here like it's gonna be. So just so you know, you heard it here first. Thanks for watching.